Okay, so she was talking with Tony about she was going to meet someone here at the casino and arrange for something.
Yeah, she's going to meet the Mark.
Right.
Basically, she just
Mm,
refers to the whole thing as
mm,
the
mm.
Mark. She doesn't actually refer to him by name.
Yeah, precisely.
Uh,
So that would
the
be our
Mark.
guy.
She was going to
Yeah.
meet the Mark and the sidekick.
Mhm. Yeah, the sidekick. Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Uh,
Okay, great. Um, yep. I'll relay all that information to the other guys via the infolink and messages, so they are up to date.
okay.
Well, I don't think we'll find anything
So you get
anything useful here.
so you get a chance to meet back at the cabin then, and
Mm.
everyone gets a chance to catch up on the Magnet smells particularly piney fresh from the cleaning products.
I don't have to take a shower.
Yeah, I'll bring along the poker chips just to investigate them further
They're
at
pretty,
my own leisure.
they're pretty easy to
Uh,
basically. There's a program on her cred stick which basically encrypts files and then uploads them to the poker stick, and then they're attached to a data bomb, so basically they'll implode if they're in any way tampered with.
Oh, so he'd play at her table, I bet you. He whenever he wins, she'll
yeah,
passes him the chip those
yeah,
chips, and they've
yeah,
got the files on.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
I
good
was just
deal.
going to say that the poker chips look well. We haven't been up to the casino yet, so probably one of us needs to go up and, or
Precisely.
somebody needs to play some games of chance, as it were.
Well, we can.
The casino doesn't open till 6 o'clock.
Okay.
But that might be good.
Actually, no,
Good.
sorry. The main casino, the slots are open kind of from 12, but the main kind of games casino doesn't open till 6.
Right. Do the do the gaming chips have the cruise line?
Yeah, they're indistinguishable from standard
Okay.
poker
Okay, that's
chips,
what I was
and
making.
they're all logoed with the casino's name.
Right. I don't remember if you had mentioned that or not.
Yeah.
So,
Can we try and get a look around the casino and that area while it's shut? Just have a
Yeah,
poke around.
you can when you
Yeah,
get
go
basically
up there
to
as clean
12.
as a cleaning crew or similar staff duty, and then
Yeah, you can see there are lots of people throwing new yen into the slots and various different gambling things. The area that is kind of poled off, but you can see that there are basically the tables there and various things. It's quite a lovely place, but split into kind of separate sections so they can isolate them. So you can probably see that the high roll tables are much more what's the word? Much more exclusive. It looks a bit like this.
yeah.
nice.
So, did I understand that correctly? That we found out that the deal isn't finalized yet?
She said it was finalised. That she'd made the offer, but they were just basically she was going to do the final meeting tonight.
And that didn't happen because she died.
Well, you don't know whether it happened or not.
Mm.
And the other bodyguard found out. He sussed something out and he off her or something like that. I mean, supposedly there's only one bodyguard in here in the deal, and the other bodyguard is kind of more conservative and wants to protect his master.
Yeah, that would explain why his master had a late night and hasn't been seen today yet.
Yeah.
There's a
Maybe-
good point. Sorry.
Maybe he keeps him, under lock in his room.
It's possible. I agree with that.
It's also if the guy we'll call him the conservative one, the one that doesn't want the defection.
Yeah,
He's got the day shift, right?
That's correct.
Which means if our man arranged to meet the one who's helping him is on business, is on duty while he's going to talk to this girl. But it also means that the one that wants to stop it is unaccounted for and is supposedly off duty or asleep at that late night meeting time.
Precisely.
That would be correct.
There's still some staff working here. There are some a bartender and a few people that are basically cleaning the tables around the area.
Whispered a magnet. see if you get a bit of gossip about if anybody saw anything. I'm sure it's the topic of conversation for every crew member on break.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking, so I'm gonna sally up to the one of the bars, order some club soda because I'm still on duty. I'm just taking a break.
Yeah, I know what it's like. I did your job once. That's pretty grotesque what you find in some of those cabins, I can tell you.
Oh, whew, I could tell you, brother. Let me
Tell you
tell
that,
you that.
you keep on this gig for a while and you'll end up here. Kickbacks are really good. Well, from some people. You know what these corporate types are like.
Is it a male or a female?
A man.
Man, you are a handsome fella, I'll tell you that. So I'm sure that you get your fair share of corporate kickbacks, as it were, and then kind of does the air quotes.
Yeah, you gotta know how to treat these people.
Of course. So
just worship the ground they walk on.
So that Sue Lin, that's a real bummer about her, ain't it?
He looks a bit kind of. Did you know her?
Well, not by reputation. I heard she was one of the better dealers here.
She was great. I mean, she hooked up with us on the last ship out. So she's been working here for about a month, and I can't tell you, we're all really a bit. Yeah, I tell you, he reaches over and pulls a shot. No, I shouldn't do this. Here, have one. It takes a swig of
why not? Go ahead,
whiskey. It's a good whiskey as well. We got it from a good stock, as you can.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
You're handling corporations here, just handling the riffraff down below.
And she was just great with the punters. She just basically she knew how to deal with them. She took their dreck and always had a smile on her face. I have no idea what happened to her.
Right. Did you work last night in her?
Yeah. I worked from here till 2 when we shut up, basically.
Oh, right. Okay.
I said goodbye to her last night.
So nothing unusual happened. There wasn't any overly irate losers.
There always are. Some people are basically just tossing their money around because they can just waste it because they're paid by the corporations for not doing anything, as far as I can see. But yeah, she was spent most of her time at a private table, playing with this this kind of slimy corporate guy. Piece of work.
Oh, you don't say. Was there any? Did she didn't have any issues with him or nothing?
Oh yeah. He's the sort of kind of hands-on type. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thinks he's charismatic and God's gift, but it's basically yeah.
Well, a couple of handsome devils, Gus knows a poser or two, don't we?
But for some reason, she kept going back. She was a professional. He actually requested her, paid extra tip to her, to be his private dealer.
Huh. And this was last night.
Yeah.
And the entire time did she work with him the entire time they were? I mean, was she his private dealer the entire time?
They played for a good hour or so.
Okay.
And that bodyguard who was standing over,
Bodyguard,
watching
you
it.
say?
Yeah, he must be high up because he's got a suit, kind of muscle bound, quite good looking.
Really?
Yeah, I tried to talk to him, got to know him because he's yeah.
What?
And but no, he was pretty on the job. Didn't want to talk to the lower downs.
Is he? You say he's a handsome devil. Was he Asian or
No.
North American or
UCAS kind of guy. Yeah.
UCAS kind of guy? Okay.
Looked ex-military to me. Either that or he'd spent a lot of time in the gym. Had that kind of, I could snap your neck without a second thought kind of look about him. Just, yeah.
Those kind of coming.
I kind of go for, to be quite honest, but.
And
But he
I
wasn't
can see what you
interested.
mean. Like I said, we are a couple of handsome devils. All right, and I kind of slip a certified cred stick for 50 new yen down on the thing.
Oh,
Let's just
thanks.
keep this conversation between the two of us. You don't
I mean,
get up.
I kind of know the deal here. You came on. You came on with John, didn't you?
Yeah,
So
yeah, I sure did.
what happened with Sulin then?
That's what we're trying to figure out. Other than the fact that she drowned up top. Did you know her to be you say you worked with her for a month. Did you know her to be a strong swimmer?
Well, she was pretty athletic, you know.
So it's
I can
not the
imagine.
likely accidentally.
And she never even drank, even off duty. We went out for a kind of friendly drinks, and she was just on the orange juice.
Really? So you wouldn't know her to accidentally drown in the pool.
I can't imagine. I mean, I suppose unless she slipped in her head or something. I mean,
Well,
it can get quite slippery if it's wet.
Yeah. What were the seas calm last night?
Yeah, because we were coming into harbour, so it's quite calm. A little bit of a chop, but nothing she wouldn't be used to. And I don't understand what she was doing up there. I mean, when I left, we walked out, and she went down in the same elevator down to the crew quarters.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the talk, man.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Like I said, we'll just kind of keep this between the two of us, and I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
And then Magnet will get up and. Yeah. Oh shoot! I got to get back to work. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, that's all right. Don't worry. I'll cover for you.
It kind of looks at an AR. Kind of looks off into the distance. Crap! I'm gonna be late. And he kind of gets up and goes, man. I'll talk to you later. And he
No worries.
kind of walks.
Yeah.
Do the old walk run to.
Make a perception roll.
All right. Perception. Any modifiers?
No. Oh, +1 for your glasses actually, because you've got enhanced perception glasses.
Vision mag.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So do you want to spend any edge on that, or?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw the 3 edge into it.
Mr. Big Spender.
Yeah. It's a situation,
Yeah.
man. There we go.
In the casino, high roller.
Yeah.
Oh, what were you? No, for the edge you roll. You don't re-roll the whole thing. So.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What were you? How many edge were you planning to spend? Because if you spend, you can spend 1 dice to re-roll 1, or you could have spent 2 dice to turn 2 edge to turn one of the 4s to a 5.
I'll just turn one of the 4s into.
Okay. So you turn one of the 4s. So you take your edge down by 2. Edge doesn't refresh every scene.
Okay.
If you go over your edge maximum, it drops down to your maximum edge, which is your edge attribute.
Oh, okay.
But you notice that there are security cameras basically over every table, and they're that's basically you've got security cameras that will track anything that goes in, and there's the security cameras that basically overlooking the pool as well.
Right, and that's what I figured, and I'd assumed that already, but
and there's some the pool's being taped off at the moment, but there are some people arguing with a police officer at the pool.
Okay. So we haven't left port yet, is that?
No, you're going to leave port in about basically early evening, about 6. It'll leave port.
Okay.
In the meantime, who else was there with Magnet?
We have below deck. Rabbit and I.
Yeah, I guess I would.
Yeah.
So you
I
can
probably
see
would have gone with him.
you can see the police guy, the Lone Star cop, arguing with one of the workers. He's basically
Can I? Yeah.
pointing at the
Can I
tape.
surreptitiously swing by? I mean, are you either delivering some food and drinks or collecting out empty glasses, busboy standard style?
There's no one around the thing. It seems like they've closed off the pool. And make a perception roll.
Okay, we'll go with straightforward stealth. And basically, I'm just trying to have an excuse to swing closer and creep closer and try and earwig on the conversation.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so you hear bits of the conversation as you're getting up. They're arguing about the opening of the pool. Now, the captain says the pool's going to be opened so that people can swim. This is a cruise ship. This is a crime scene. No one's opening this pool. Okay. Well, your crime scene only lasts as long as you are here on the ship. I understand you're going to have to leave as soon as we get international waters. Yeah, well, at the moment, this is a crime scene. Don't touch that tape, otherwise I'll arrest you and put you in jail.
We go past. Can I actually look to see if anything stands out?
Make another perception roll.
Yeah. Okay. I believe my edge should reset down to 3, shouldn't it? And I tell you what I will do. So that's probably not a lot on the perception roll. But I will turn on my astral perception and have a look at the pool and the cop.
There's no signs of. I'll make an astral perception roll. Should have they should have astral and perception, astral sensing or astral perception. I think it's called.
Astral sensing. Let's see. Magic sorcery.
It should be listed under astral. Have I?
I don't think you shared that as well.
Have I?
Share it, I think.
Have I activated it? Astral sensing. Hang on, I'll just activate it because I maybe haven't activated it. Yeah, I haven't activated it. There we go. Okay, if you click off your character,
got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Give it a go. Let's see what I get. Probably not huge, but. We got a hit.
So you'd expect in a scene of violent crime there to be some aura, but it's pretty cold, and it hasn't been that long, so it wasn't a scene of.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking.
Violence.
That's what I'm trying to get. That maybe she didn't die here, but somebody killed her and dumped her here.
Yeah, or it was very, very sudden and surprising.
Yeah. Before
she had a chance, but there's no negative aura. There's a couple of deckhands that obviously look like the people that are in charge of the pool because they're wearing speedos and just talking to each other.
Can I use stealth to try and maybe kind of drift closer to them in my, I'm working, trying to kind of obtrusive way and overhear what they're talking?
Yeah, you go over them, but they're not really talking. They're both looking a bit down, but they're not talking about anything particularly interesting at the moment.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm not going to try and engage them because I'm.
The cop basically heads off away from the scene.
I'm going to follow him for a bit if that's all right. Try and tail him.
He's heading towards the bridge to the security centre.
All right.
Okay. In the meantime, anything else doing anything?
Actually, Magnet's gonna, when he gets back to the general area where we're hanging out, he's gonna ask Gentry to see if he can't figure out hack the security cams over in the casino. And
I was going for that, but what I was thinking was that if I wait until tonight, I'll just slide stealth up there and use my data tab and get direct feed from the camera.
The data tab won't help you hack the system, and the data tab just allows you to physically interface.
Yeah, precisely. But I need to get
all of the
computer with
all of the cameras are wireless. So you're still better off just hacking it because the only thing you can do otherwise is you can do what's called a I can't remember what it's called now. But you can listen in on the wireless signals and decrypt them. But but that's only for the current feed. It won't allow you to get to the files. You're going to have to actually do an active hack But you can like take a walk and do it from somewhere safe, or you can just do it from inside this cabin. The only problem is if they trace, if it goes wrong and they trace it down to this cabin, you could be in trouble.
Obviously, I'll sit at the Nutella cafe and do my hacking.
But if you
Just
sit there,
licking away at
you won't be able to do it
crap.
VR. So if you want to do a proper VR hack, you're probably better off finding somewhere surreptitious. You can basically be unconscious while you're hacking, if you see what I mean.
Precisely. So I need a bodyguard.
Okay, so Rabbit,
Yes, no problem.
you can find a nice place in the hold, basically, behind
precisely.
behind the tins of food and supplies to kind of hunker down.
Okay,
Yep.
I just hide my face in a Nutella waffle
Yeah.
and watch him.
There are no security cameras down in this bit, apart from some ones that have been basically subtly nudged out of the way or are needing maintenance. They seem to like their privacy. So, Gert, start by making it.
Yeah, I'll go for a probe in the beginning.
Yeah, you get 2 extra edge, and you can do your probe action, which is to find a security flaw, and you're going straight for the security server. So make a probe roll.
Okay.
You can actually hack basically from the camera feed that are in this room.
Oh.
There are 3 servers on the ship. There's 4 servers. There's the public server. Then there's the admin server, which is all the kind of like crew manifests. Then there's the security server, and then there's the helm, basically the navigation, which is really tough. 5 successes. Wow. Okay, so it gets to roll its resistance. It's got a fire. This is the security server, so it's got a firewall of it's got a firewall of 7, so that's 14 dice to resist. Do you want to spend any? Actually, I'd roll dice first. Okay. Luckily, systems don't get dice to roll. They can't spend edge. Sorry, keep calling it karma. It almost critically failed, but it got 5 successes. So you are successful, but with no extra bonuses. Do you want to continue to roll? Basically, this is called an extended test. You can keep probing and make another test at -1 dice pool.
This is just to get bonus dice, actually.
Yeah. So roll this test again, but at -1.
Okay. Same probe?
Yeah.
Or?
Same probe.
Yeah. -1.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's got an interval of 1 minute, so every minute basically you're building up more, and you can keep doing it until either you basically fail or you run out of dice. Oh dear! Right, okay.
Oh dear.
What did you want? 1, 2, 3, 4. Luckily, you didn't get any 2s, so you didn't critically glitch.
No.
But does it stop you? Well, it almost critically glitched there, but you rolled lots. So 4. So you basically can't get any better on that probe.
Yep.
So now you're going to have to make a backdoor entry roll, but with no bonuses.
Right. I blame it on the sugar rush from the Nutella. I couldn't really concentrate here.
Now I'm going to roll randomly. Is there going to be a spider on the system? So on a 1 to 3, there's going to be a spider. Is there a spider on the system? No, the spider is not on the system at the moment. So we just roll willpower 7. Okay, you managed to that's 3 successes, 2 normal and 1 wild. So you managed to log on. You are sweating more. You think this cram is starting to get you. Oh, do you remember you get extra? I keep forgetting because if you're on cram, you get an extra 2 logic, don't you? Is cram plus to logic?
It's reaction.
Oh, it's not react. I thought it's logic. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right, so you can now you can do some operations. So a probe ice comes down. Basically, a concierge stops you and just asks for your credentials. Make a okay. You need to make a stealth plus not stealth sleaze plus willpower roll. It's called Matrix Perception Avoid. So you got Matrix Perception Avoid Detection.
Went away.
Oh, and I should say by the way, when you're hacking in, you should because the way your deck's configured, if you basically switch the attack attribute and the sleaze attribute to the other way around, because if you go in with a higher attack attribute than sleaze when you're doing subtle work, you get a negative. So the normal thing you use the reconfiguration, so you'd actually have a sleaze of I think of 7.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah.
But I can't get the thing to work.
Matrix Avoid Detection. Have you got to click on the deck?
Yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah. And dice pool modifier 0. Overclock, yes. Float, no. Wild, yes. But I don't get the roll thingy. No attribute was found for the selected attribute sleaze.
Matrix sleaze. No attribute was found. Hold on a second. Just roll it manually then. Don't know, there's something wrong with the macro.
I can put that. Test.
Matrix sleaze.
What do I have there? Sleaze plus 7 and what do you say? Willpower.
Yeah.
2. Right. So let me knife. Let me. Oh. That's good.
How many successes did you get?
It says 4 hits,
4 hits. Brilliant. Okay, so I've got to roll my perception roll.
but I got
Didn't
5
get-
ones. So
How many dice did you roll in total?
was that 9?
No. Is it 9? Sleaze plus your willpower's 3. So that's you got 5 ones. Or 4 ones. 5 ones. So do you want to spend 1 point of karma to reroll one of the ones? 1 point of edge, sorry, to reroll one of the ones. So you don't glitch.
Can I buy multiple rerolls?
Yeah, you can buy 2, so you can reroll 2 of the ones basically.
Precisely. I'll reroll 2 dice then. By rolling like this. That'd be a 3 and a 1. Okay, well.
Okay. Wait,
I reduced it
so you reduced one of
below.
the ones. So you're not you're not glitching. Okay.
Precisely.
GM rolls 1 success. That's not very good. So he basically says, "Yes, credentials checkout," and you head into the basically the security center. Which basically just looks like the ship in a way. But you go to
well, then I'll zoom up to the pool deck.
yeah. So you basically head around in the ship and looking for basically the cameras, and when you basically go and click on the camera where you want to see, it then brings you the icons up. Make a edit roll.
What did you say?
Make an edit roll. So matrix edit.
Oh, edit. Oh,
Yeah.
great. Also, before we come that far, I'll also change my icon to look like some security guard or something.
Yeah, that you can do that for free without any.
Yeah, precisely. So they don't
Yeah.
look out of place. Edit. Jeez. Here. Submit. Like that. It worked! Woohoo!
Oh dear, the wild dice has come up again.
Oh.
But no, 1, 2, 3, only 3 twos, 2 twos and a 1, so you don't glitch. Okay, so the system rolls firewall plus intuition plus firewall plus sleaze. It rolls just firewall then because there's no spider on there at the moment. So
I need my edge now. Why did I waste it on a power punch?
it rolls its firewall rating, which is 7. And your back door, by the way, will last for a number of hours equal to your successes, which was none. So your back door is going to expire very quickly. 5. Oh dear, 5 successes. Okay. Right. The do you want to? Have you got any edge left? Because remember, you got 2 bonus edge for when you logged in with VR. So have you got any other edge on your own left?
No.
No. Okay. Right. So the security guard at the door comes back over to you and looks at you again.
Mr. Anderson, we are disappointed in you. What?
Test. Make your. It should work now. If you click on the avoid detection roll, I think I've corrected the problem. It gets 3 successes to try and spot you, so you've got to try and sleaze past it.
That doesn't work. Not for me, at least.
Have you clicked on the Bren record kits in a deck? Yeah, and it's still not working.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, just roll it manually then.
Yeah.
Matrix sleaze wasn't found.
Okay, test. Milk. Right.
Oh, there's a reason for that. I can't spell sleaze. I've put C's. So you don't have a sleaze attribute. You have a C's attribute.
It's easier.
Okay, so how many successes did you get?
2 hits.
2 hits. Oh dear. Okay. And you've got no karma left. Okay. He basically starts saying, "Intruder!" Points at you. There's a kind of a door opens and another security guard steps out. This one looking slightly bigger and more imposing than the previous one.
Time to drag out.
Have you haven't made your edit roll, so you can try making it and resisting basically the because we're at Matrix Initiative now actually, so we should do Initiative. So if you click on Matrix Initiative,
Yep.
let me just clear the initiative order's done. So initiative. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I should do this. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Hey, we're on the we're on the Matrix screen. Okay, so Matrix Initiative for the ICE. You are currently in the security host. There we go, and it's 2 ICE are kind of sitting out here with you.
Hanging out.
Okay, so I'm just going to move your icon up to here. Actually, you put your cyber deck up there. Okay, so you got 21 for Matrix Initiative, and the initiative for the ICE is 4D plus rating times 2, so 4 dice plus 10. So it gets. Oh, you got 20. Hang on.
Thanks.
No, you don't get initiative, do you? You got this. You rolled your Cyberdex initiative. That's right.
Yeah.
And then the ICE. Sorry. Oh, I rolled Gentry's initiative.
Yeah.
It got 26. It's not Gentry though. It's the ICE. So it goes first, and this. This attack ICE then comes up to you and tries to attack you. So I'm just going to quickly configure the ICE's sheet. Hold on a second. ICE. Right.
Like Mr. Anderson, and it's God.
So it's rating 5. I'm just going to stick in its attributes. Actually, I've rolled too many initiative. Should be... Is it 4 or 3? Just going to check. Hold on a second. I want to double check. I might have to roll initiative again. The initiative for ice is... I'm sure it was 4, but let's find out. Yeah, I'm sure it's 4. Oh, here we go. No, 3. It's 3 plus 3d6 for initiative. Yeah, so it's actually 3d6. So I'll do that again. Actually, I'll roll 1d6 and minus it. So it's still gonna. It might not beat you if I roll a. It's just. What was the last dice roll? Here we go. It was 4. So it got. It got 22. Okay, so it still beats you. Okay, so it's going to launch a blaster ice on you. Okay, so it makes a blaster attack on you. So I'm going to click on that. No dice pool modifier. Now you can do full matrix defense. You've got 1 major action and 4 minor actions. Or you can just do normal matrix defense, but you can spend your major action to do your hacking attempt. So what do you want to do?
I just need to find it here.
It's on there as if you click on the deck, it should.
Yeah. Wait. Little matrix. I can't find that.
Matrix defense. Actually, no. Sorry, you have to do it manually. It's logic.
Defense.
It's logic plus firewall. Sorry, because it's different for every ice, so I couldn't create a macro for it. So what's your logic plus firewall?
Test. Logic plus firewall. Let's see here.
Because every single ice has a different defense to it, so it makes.
So firewall is 7 and logic is 6, so that would be 13.
13, and it's got an AR of 10, and you've got a DR of sleaze plus firewall. So what's your data processing plus firewall? I think for your
it's 15. I have that.
15. So you get the edge.
Woohoo!
So
finally.
Yeah, data processing plus firewall is the edge. So you get 1 point of edge back. Roll your 13 dice then.
No one test. No. Woohoo! 5 hits.
5 hits. Okay, you managed to basically just dodge out of the way of the attack as he draws his firearm and shoots towards you with this kind of like laser gun. Your action then, you've spent 1. You didn't do full matrix defense, did you? So you just did normal matrix defense. You still got your 1 major and 4 minor. So you can do 2 hacking actions if you want.
First of all, I will use my 1 point of edge to boost my initiative by 3 points.
Oh, yep. So you're now
if I fail this, I'll go first.
You're now on 24. Okay. And now make your... are you going to attack the ice, or are you just going to try and continue editing the file?
I'm editing like crazy.
Okay. Make your edit test.
Yeah. And overclocking and all that jazz. There you go.
Okay.
Woohoo. 4 successes.
Okay, it just rolls its file, which is 7. you want to spend any edge on that? Remember, you got 1 back now. Oh, you've already spent it, haven't you, to increase your initiative?
Yeah, I got it. I
yeah.
spent it.
So you can't spend any
Okay.
more edge this turn because you
No.
can only spend it on 1 thing.
What comes around goes around.
And it gets 3 successes. So you basically edit the file. You can now make a you can now jack off basically off the to log off, jack out. You can basically make a legal jack out test.
Yep.
Okay.
I shall do that.
So you do that, and they haven't managed to trace where you are. They just knew that there's some sort of intrusion. Okay. Right.
Great stuff.
The file you've got, though, is completely corrupted. It's missing the information.
That's bollocks!
You can see that basically someone has hacked it. And that has been quite good. I mean, it must be quite good because you only just managed to do it. So they've actually gone in and erased the footage and then replaced it with footage from before. And if you make a perception roll.
First I need to jack in some cram. Now I'm depressed. I'm losing my edge.
I think that's a big clue, though.
Make a perception roll.
Yeah. What's on the turn order? Submit.
You have to click on your character and you get perception.
Yeah. But the button was hidden under the turn order.
Oh, okay.
2 hits.
2 hits. Basically, 1 minute the body isn't there, and then the next minute at 6 o'clock the body is there. But you can't tell anything else. Maybe somebody else with a better eye might be able to.
Sharing that back with us to look at the photo, look at the stuff.
Yeah. I'll send you with the image.
So
I'll have a look, but I'll share one other thing on this comment then, which is, who's the hottest programmer on the ship?
The Nova Hot programmer.
Who's the guy who's really, really good at his programming skills? And it's the person that met her late at night.
Okay, I'm going to let you. Actually, what do you want to do now? Is should we take a 15 minute break? Okay, and I'm going to put up the image. Got a pause image here. There we go. Okay, and we're back after a little 15-minute grab a piece of toast break.
And Marmite.
That was me. Oh, Marmite, definitely. Do you have,
God
do you
forbid.
have,
God forbid.
do you have Marmite in America? That's an interesting question.
Piece of toast break.
Is Marmite an American thing? Has it made it to America? No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't think so.
Oh, that's just, yeah.
I bought it in a British shop in Sweden. I found some British amenities. I thought, oh, Marmite, I've heard about that. Either you hate it or you love it.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
I hate it.
They had a brilliant advert on television a while for it ago. A young couple go back to obviously the girl's flat, and it's obviously clear they're very, very enamoured of one another. And she goes to the kitchen to make some coffee and makes herself some Marmite and takes a bite out of it. Comes back with the coffee and gives him a kiss. Clearly he can taste the Marmite. And then he just gets up, makes excuses and goes.
Yeah.
I saw Marmite covered peanuts today in the store,
Oh,
and
nice.
the combination just freaked me out. And it's like, oh, for fuck's no, no, no.
That's what twigged this up.
It's British.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so we've all gathered back basically into the cabin that you've been put aside, and get a chance to catch up on the various conversations and information that people have had, and also this mysterious footage.
You said that the rest of us could take a look at it with perception.
Yes, so if you want to make a perception roll, and if you've got you can have an enhanced perception test as well, +1 if you've got enhanced perception.
I don't just really enhance unless you're talking about astral or something.
No, if you got it in your goggles, in your glasses, you can have it.
Oh, vision stuff. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I have it in my eyes, so
yeah.
I want to take a
So
look
you-
as well.
I've got it in the goggles. So let me just put this out. Do I just roll one extra dice for that?
Yeah, you just get 1 on the dice pool modifier.
I'll just add extra dice. So I had 2 hits, and that makes it 3. Not 3.
Oh, Hunter's rolled the wrong thing. You just click on the.
Well, I rolled. I got 2. I got 2 hits of the first one, and because I should have had 1 more for the vision. I just
Oh,
rolled
okay. Oh, you
rolled
rolled an extra dice.
rolled an
Oh,
extra-
okay.
D6,
Right, so
and that's
you got
5.
3 hits. Okay.
So 3 hits.
Has is Magnet back?
Yes, I'm back.
Oh, okay. Do you want to roll for perception?
Yeah, I'm kind of zoning in and out a little bit. My best friend just got married.
Oh, okay.
They're doing stuff over Zoom, but it's over now, so I'm back.
What? He got a divorce now?
It's over now. Wow, that's quick.
All right, yeah, so I'm back.
Do you want to make a perception roll to have a look at this footage?
Oh, sure. Perception.
So I deleted this in any way? De-scrambling something?
So basic. All 4. Magnet ever the
Wow.
person to spot things. You basically spot that basically the lights and the way the lights work and where the moon is on the pool, and you can see basically that his the image has been looped basically for the same 5 minutes. You can even see that the moon basically jumps every 5 minutes as it basically in a very minute way. But you also notice there is basically a silhouette, a shadow cast under the pool of a tall kind of like you'd think a man, but you can just basically see the silhouette on the shadow rather than the person. So basically, it looks like just before the person would have stepped into the camera's view, they were silhouetted from behind. The person seems to have edited the footage as soon as they'd appeared in the camera, but not gone back far enough to edit out their shadow just before they stepped onto the camera.
Okay.
And you do notice that they have basically, it looks like a silhouette of a man, but with a large sack over their shoulder.
Santa Claus.
That's just my thought.
It's Santa Claus!
Rather
All I want for Christmas is a dead woman's body. A little bit hard.
Oh,
Okay, so you say it's a tall man. Is it
It's difficult to tell because but you can see there seems to be pretty broad, the man, anyway.
Right.
From guessing because of the angle of the shadow, and looking at the kind of other cues around.
Okay.
For the rest of you, Magnet seems to be doing this thing where he closes his eyes and he's kind of like looking around with his hands and stuff, and it's very freaky, like something out of some sort of CSI episode. CSI.
Could the silhouette, just looking at the picture of the inside man, as it were, does it match, or is it a close resemblance?
You think it'd be unlikely that silhouette would belong to quite a thinly, set man.
Yeah,
but he's the bodyguard.
Who Carrell
yeah,
is.
I'm kind of looking at the maybe a double cross is starting to happen here. Is kind of my suspicion is, but if it doesn't match the other bodyguard, then
he's also quite a tall man.
Okay.
Definitely
the other bodyguard
taller.
was quite tall, wasn't he?
No, the other bodyguard was about 5'5".
You got two.
Yotomi was about 5'5".
But the guy, the guy who was
Beaumont.
Friendly was big UCAS guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
John Beaumont.
Yeah, and you haven't met him yet. But the guy was talking about in the bar.
Excuse me. But based on the silhouette and the picture of the second bodyguard, it's not it wouldn't be the same guy.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't in there long enough. The Gentry wasn't in there long enough to get any other security camera footage. He only got the security camera footage from the outside before he had to flee the scene.
Gotcha.
Wasn't much there. I think that's all that's left. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I guess.
No worries.
Than nothing.
I'm starting to get very wary. It's clearly been hacked by someone that knows their stuff, which could quite well be our defector.
You think he's to stab us in the back or double cross?
It might not be stabbed in the back, but there might have been something else. It could be as simple as he's doing all these negotiations with the girl. Maybe he tried something on with her and it all went wrong. And his loyal friend dealt with her, that kind of thing. But I think there's something messy, and I think we can't treat him as totally trustworthy.
And
I smell a rat, that kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of where
I don't think he's had to stiff us, but maybe something's going wrong in their discussion, and
it's a possibility.
Which also begs the question. So that was all the security footage. Yet he wasn't able to from the casino.
That was all. I'm not going back. It's horrible in there.
That was my other thought process, was to have you go in there and my other thought process was to have you go in there, check the footage in the casino and see if anything was awry there. If you get yourself caught, let's not take that chance. Then the only other thing I could think of, we just eliminate both bodyguards from the equation and just deal with the MacGuffin ourselves.
I mean, the bartender seemed quite friendly as well. So maybe maybe he's got access to the security camera footage. He might not have, because he's actually he's the bartender. But
Magnet, I was wondering, could you maybe? You seem like a talkative fellow, Could you maybe chat up the detective guy? Maybe he knows something. He's onto the case, but he's kind of not being allowed to investigate anything. Maybe you can get on his good side or something.
Have to be very careful.
The one that's by. Okay, I'm sorry. The one by the pool. Is that what you're?
Yeah, the detective.
The Lone Star.
Yeah.
Lone Star detective.
Yeah, the guys by the pool had obviously seen something as well.
He's getting told off, and he's probably pissed. So you might be able to gain some leverage on him or something.
Yeah. The guys
Let
by
us
the pool.
sympathetic ear.
Is he being stonewalled? Is that what it kind of is? That what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to stall him until they can get him off.
Yeah, that's what.
The other lead we've got is the guys by the pool. I think saw something, or the pool cleaners knew something, but they weren't talking about it when it was earwigging on them.
You've also got the
Maybe
other
talking.
job to do as well, guys. You've got the
You've got to plant that
you've got that data spike which you've got to put into the array.
Right. Yeah.
Which is probably best done in well, it can be done from inside, but you need to get up to the satellite array. But it's in a secure area.
If someone can give me instructions, I can probably sneak in and do it. But I'm rubbish at electronics, so.
It's designed to be plug and play, so it's designed for
Cool.
anyone.
Yeah. So if you can talk me through it as we do it, I can try and creep in. I'm very good at sneaking about, which is famous last words. But hey.
I'll call you back via sub local.
Cool.
I'm a whiz with electronics.
Excellent.
I mean, you've got access to the secure area because you've got the pass for the kind of electronics support services. It's just basically if there's a guard, or can you bluff your way through? Is the question.
Is it buffer? Is there enough space there to try and creep about?
No, I mean it's narrow ship corridors and there's cameras in that area.
So it's probably
basically,
a job for someone who can talk their way rather than someone sneaky.
You've got to look like you basically should be there.
All right, Magnet. I think that's you rather than me.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Because although I'm just a compartment cleaner, I don't know if.
Well, there's a lot of dirt up in there in that security area.
Yeah, could be. All right, I'll tell you what. The other thought I was having was, in order, we're going to need to hit the mark on the evening as soon as we get underway. That's the best way to do it. Get as soon as we get under.
Yeah.
So I've already started thinking of a plan we can use to get him out.
We have to get the Japanese bodyguard away from him.
Right.
I got a chem patch with neural stun. We could use that to knock him out.
Right. Because I was thinking if he's actually the day shift bodyguard and the other guy is his night shift bodyguard. I happen to have glue sprayer. We can actually glue his door shut so he can't get out while we get this guy off the boat. That at least eliminates one variable.
Yeah, I like it.
The only other variable, since we are a little suspicious of a possible double cross, second bodyguard. That's where I think a trank patch or something like that will come in. Jumps off that it could possibly jump. Now, I'm more than willing to go in and talk up the security guard, the computer stuff is. I'm not the best at that, and we'll see if we can't work something out to get
You've got the casino as well. So the casino's going to open about 6, but you think probably people aren't going to arrive till later. So you can kind of like stake out the guy at the casino.
When exactly is the extraction? Like, when do we have to have what's his face?
Well, the idea
Corral.
is that when the plan was that when he basically goes unconscious due to his stroke, in inverted commas, then they will call the medics who will fly in, but it won't be them because the
spike will change
will change it, and then
Yeah.
they'll basically pick up the
that's-
But time-wise,
and then
That's going to happen on like international waters.
Yeah.
So how long till we are
you
at international waters?
you plot kind of based on the speed that you'll be in international waters by, let me think, just about 4 hours to get off. Probably by about 4 a.m. in the morning.
Okay, so we
'Cause
have
this thing has to go
one
out by
day left,
tugs.
or
You've got basically the rest of this day, and then it'll be tomorrow morning that it hits international waters.
okay, yeah.
Because it's leaving at 6 o'clock today, and it's about, by the time you've done all this, it's about 2 p.m. in the afternoon now.
Okay.
Because you've been going around and doing stuff, so you can basically grab some time and head over to the casino in the evening to check that out. Whether you need a cover for how you're going to be there in the casino. And
didn't the bodyguard, the day bodyguard, the Japanese one, say that we can come back to clean the room at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
And then the other bodyguard's room at 8.
Yeah,
so
very good.
Why don't we go do that and make sure that our target Corel is actually still alive?
Yeah, you can if you know he's getting up and about, he's probably going to get out for lunch. So does the cleaner want to return to the scene?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and return to the scene.
Okay, so you return to the scene basically, and to go and start cleaning the place. And just as you're getting there, the guy is coming out, and the bodyguard's following him. The Japanese bodyguard's following him, and they're heading towards the main deck. Do you carry on into the cabin?
I do carry on into the cabin.
Okay, so
I make no eye contact with either one of them. I just kind of sirs as I walk by.
You enter the cabin, and it's quite a nice looking place. It's bigger than most apartments are. It's like a high lifestyle in itself. Views of the sea as you kind of take it in, as you start emptying the trash. The guy is obviously living up lifestyle. He's got room service for 2. The bed is unmade and recently used.
Okay.
Actively used.
I'm cleaning the place. I'm empty the trash.
A woman comes in after you.
A woman?
Yeah. Laundry service.
Oh, sorry. Just cleaning up.
This guy's a pig.
I'll leave you to it. And you go. I'll go into the bathroom I'm starting.
She's a Chinese woman who's about kind of 50. Looks like she's been doing this job for a while. She's muttering to herself in Mandarin. She kind of strips the linen and changes the towels and stuff like that.
Okay. And I'm doing my best to kind of stay out of her way while eating.
You notice there are 2 wine glasses and a very, very expensive, kind of probably more than you're being paid for this run, bottle of wine. And one of the glasses has got a very kind of red lipstick on it.
Could have been Sue.
Could have been.
Dum.
Not from the picture you remember. She was very conservatively dressed.
But didn't the barman said that she never drinks?
Yeah, very true.
Is anyone else picking up telling the guy?
Yes. I wanna.
Okay, make a stealth roll.
Okay. Maybe not. No, I'm just joking. Let's go. Stealth. There we go. Woo!
Nice.
How many did you get? Oh, God. You are
Good job.
1 with the wall. Which is quite good because this guy is you notice this guy is very, very good. The guy who's protecting it. Oh,
damn it!
Do you want to spend a point? You've got 2 points of edge to tip one of those 4s to a 5.
Yes, please.
Okay. The moment you think he's seen, looks at you, but you kind of go back to polishing the banisters. and cleaning
Yeah.
up.
Just like whistling and looking in
yeah.
the sky. It's like la 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 la. No,
No,
I'm
it's great.
supposed to be here.
He's very professional. They're heading to one of the more executive upper class restaurant areas.
Okay, well, I will follow them.
Okay.
As far as my fake
Okay.
employee ID gets me.
You get up to the maitre d', who's looking down his nose because he's a maitre d', and they're trained to do that, and they have a special skill in it. Excuse me, we don't require service in here. He says with an obviously fake French accent because he needs a French accent. He doesn't maitre d'. But you do manage to catch a look. Make a perception roll into the place.
Would that be a visual
Yeah,
perception?
visual. You get an extra +1.
Yeah. Come on. Damn it. What the? I'm only good at like 3 things, apparently.
You don't.
Too busy restraining yourself from not punching the maitre d', maybe.
Oh, yes. Yes.
You don't manage to get a look at the table at all where he's sitting before the maitre d'
Damn it.
kind of hushes you away.
Okay, well, at least I let the other guys know that where he's at the moment. So even though I don't have a visual,
Wouldn't you like to be a fly on the wall in that room?
yeah.
A drone? Does he have a drone we could send in there?
Hey, I've got a drone.
Very inconspicuous.
I've got. Do I still have my little drones on me? I've got my
they're,
micro skimmer. I can send my micro skimmer in there with a.
the micro skimmer is
with a camera.
quite large, but your little bug drones.
The MCT nuts. I can
Yeah.
send the nuts in there. Yeah, the little fly wings.
Is there a possibility to hear for his voice?
It's
have, like,
quite bustling. Make a perception roll, but you're gonna need a very high. You've got a selective sound filter, so your ears.
Yes.
So you can actually tone out things. So make a perception roll, but you're gonna need a very high rating to do this.
Okay. Can I use like edge beforehand?
It costs you 4 edge, and you get to add your edge attribute to the roll, and it explodes.
I
very
don't
expensive.
have 4 edge.
Oh,
Left.
because you're doing a visual, you're doing hearing perception, and you've got your things.
Yeah.
You get +2 edge temporarily just on this test.
Okay, but that's for after, right?
You can use it before as well, so you could use 2 of your own edge and 2 of the edge from.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so you get to roll an edge of 5. So roll your perception test and add 1 for the. No, you don't get to add dice. So you just get to add 5 dice for the.
They are
for the ears.
exploding.
Yeah, and
right?
you've got to click yes for explode.
It's not asking me for explosion.
It does yes. There should be a yes at the end.
There was no window asking for explosion.
Oh, okay.
So there's just 1 6.
And just roll 1 dice again then. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, and roll the 6 again. So just roll do edge 1, and it'll re-roll 1 dice. I must have forgot to change that test for to make it explode. So if you just click edge 1 as a
If I click on test, then it asks me for explode. But if I go on, the preset ones,
On
then it's
perception.
not asking for explode. Yeah.
okay.
Damn it.
1.
Yeah, that was just a 1.
Okay.
The reroll was a 1.
Right, so you got 4 successes. You hear, after spending some time, your ears shifting the different frequencies out, you hear he's having some conversation with a woman, speaking English, but it's really hard to actually pick out because you're just too far away.
No, that's fine. I let the guys know, and I also say that we need a visual on this because I lost them. But I tell about the woman.
Okay. So what's you going to do? Is Hot Rod going to send his little drone in?
Yeah, so I've got some micro drones, but I've also got a directional microphone.
It'd be difficult to set up in a way that you could get there because you're not inside the place. If you could get somewhere inside the place, you know, that's one option.
So could I like I've got a laser microphone. Could I send these little drones out the window and like up around the outside of the ship?
I mean, the drones
Put
basically
the microphones at the window.
the door's open. You can just get the little drones will go through on their own, and they can just listen. So you can almost get them under the table, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, well, we'll send them in there. We'll send them to
Okay.
listen. And I'll patch that audio through to everyone's comlink so everyone can hear what's going on.
Okay, so it's heading through, and make a. Now, what's the hacking version? The stealth. If you're gonna directly jack it, so you're going to be using full VR, so you can use your attributes, and the because otherwise you just use the drone skills. So this way you can actually you can be the insect as it basically flies in.
Let's hope nobody swats that insect. Smack.
And let's just.
So while I'm a swarm of 10 little insects.
You wouldn't send them all in. You probably in this situation you probably just send in one, and then the other ones would be because the 10 you only usually send in kind of all 10 when you want to use their kind of like stun ability. You probably just send just because 10 insects might make more of a scene than one insect. I might think they've got an infestation or something. Just looking at rigor. I can never remember what riggers are. Let's try and remember what the reaction is when you're fully. So reaction is intuition. So you get to make an intuition plus stealth roll. So roll. Have you got stealth as a skill? I think you have. And you get 3 extra dice for being for your remote control deck. Oh, sorry, your remote control rig.
Intuition, I have outdoors or perception.
So you've got intuition and stealth. Actually, you can replace stealth by. Would it be stealth? I'd say replace stealth by piloting, actually. So roll your piloting plus. So piloting is 5, and your intuition is 3. So you get 8 dice plus 3 from the control pool. So you get 11 dice. So you get to roll 11 dice.
Oh, 1 hit.
Okay. Right, let's see if she spots this. Oh dear.
Aye.
Have you got any edge you want to spend?
I have. I guess I've got the 4 edge.
You can do a 4 edge reroll, so you can reroll. So you rolled how many dice? You rolled 11, so you can roll. Just do the test again, but with -1, because you only got 1 success, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Do 10. There's a 3.
Okay. So you managed to. If it was bigger, it would be noticed, but it manages to go in, and doesn't get any particular attention. And you can hear they're talking. The moment it's very kind of polite chatter. At the moment they're like just. You obviously they're quite close. They're talking in polite terms about last night. She mentions about meeting up at the casino in the evening, and that she does make a comment though, where she says something about, and I'm sure you'll be you'll be happy when you're back on dry land. And apart from that, it's like they're not talking openly. If you get my drift, because obviously the bodyguard is nearby. And at the end, she actually kind of says, "I'm sure we can talk more tonight."
Is the conversation being broadcast?
Yeah, he can broadcast the file.
So, Magnet. Was there a mention of a female being involved in this extraction?
No, but I think she's trying to poach our guy. It's a competitor. That's what I'm thinking.
That's
somehow she.
Too. Okay, that's a good thought. I like it.
You actually run a matrix search on her face, just to figure out who she is.
Make a matrix search roll.
There. It's thinking. There we go.
You're searching kind of the obvious places. You're not getting anything on social media. You're not getting anything on.
Yeah.
You're spending quite some time doing this. She's obviously not a person who's out there in the world. If you see what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, could be a Shadowrunner. Woo!
Like I said, opposing team trying to cash in on our payday.
This could be an issue.
Yeah. Do any of you guys have a knowledge skill from Shadowrunners? You might be able to recognize her. No? I know something about urban brawl and politics and shit and gear, but
she looks like the she looks like the defender. She put a shotgun in her. Defense.
Yeah, precisely.
I know about paranormal pests.
Yes. Do it.
All like magical societies, traditions, and arcana is all I know.
She's not a devil rat.
Great stuff. Okay. Oh well.
I mean, I could try I got gangs knowledge skill.
No.
Oh,
you had the gangs knowledge skill. Oh, you might have been able to spot the 88. Anyway, yeah. So you've got this idea, but maybe it seems that they're being very obviously not talking, being very overly polite, and so you they've obviously made a plan to have a meal and then go to the casino at about 8 o'clock.
I think we should intercept them, or her specifically.
It's probably let's wait till we get underway for that.
Okay.
Going back up to the room. Is the laundry service lady gone?
There's a bit of a scene going on, by the way, in the restaurant.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It seems that Detective McKenna has turned up. Has waved his badge at the maitre d', who's tried to fluff him off, and has basically kind of gone into the place, grabbed a spare chair, and taken a seat.
Can I slip in when he's walking into the restaurant? And
you'd still be a bit out of place because you're not dressed. Or you could try.
I just I don't care. I can stand quietly in a corner.
Make a stealth roll.
Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like Detective McKenna. I think
he's helping us.
I like his attitude.
Yeah.
stealth. Come on, do it.
Hey.
Oh. I was
Three.
just like it.
That's
Not
I
the,
just
bad.
want to like slip in with him, and when he walks to the table,
does the maitre
I
d'
maybe
notice? Let's have a look.
And you're a waitress.
He's distracted.
The maitre d'.
No, he's distracted too much. So you slip in and you basically get to the edges, out of the way, and do something to make yourself look kind of inconspicuous. And just as you're doing,
put on a fake smile and just like, yeah, I'm totally supposed to be here.
and James McKenna goes off. He sits at the table, swinging the chair around the wrong way, of course, sitting it backwards. And the first thing he does, it reaches over to his plate and picks up one of his 1,000 New Yen a pop chips, dips it in the fine-looking sauce, and takes a bite. So, what I can't get is, how does this this croupier that you've been at your desk, has been dealing for you for let's say 2 nights here, or several nights from what I can see, has ended up dead, and mysteriously some sort of glitch has occurred in the Matrix feed. It's almost like some high-class computer whiz that had gone in there and wiped the data. At which point, kind of the Corral leans into him and goes, "You've got no right to be here. You're showing me up in front of my lady here. I'll have your badge for this." I don't think so.
He actually is an asshole.
I think you might know a bit more. Maybe we can maybe you can take you off the ship and get you down to custody. And he leans forward and says, "If you had anything that remotely tied me to this, okay, then I'd already be there. You're just blowing smoke. Now get out of the restaurant. You're embarrassing yourself. Call yourself a cop." Well, this is some fine food and some fine lady you've got here. But I'll be seeing you around, I'm sure. He gets up, walks off.
I concur with Rabbit's assessment there.
Krell seems a bit rattled. He leans over and says something very, very unaudible. Both Rabbit and Hot Rod can make a perception roll.
Two.
3.
Okay. He goes to say something. He's been say, "Do you think?" And then she puts a finger to her lips, and then she basically has a small device in her hand, and then she basically points down at the table.
Kind of device? Can I see it?
Maybe a jammer
From your
of some
view-
kind.
Yeah.
You could be a bug scanner.
Is
The drone would be
I have a
putting
really
out.
stupid idea, but I'm
The
not
drone,
sure.
the drone would be putting RF signals out.
Is there a
She-
waitress close to me, like walking past me or something?
Yeah. There can be. You can intercede yourself.
Okay. I need a waitress that has some kind of like maybe wine or water.
Oh,
or like,
there's definitely
you know,
one.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I just like walk past her and take the service tray with the water or wine or whatever she has on there from her.
She's she's too surprised to actually to protest that much. Although she's
cool.
looking stunned for a minute.
And then I walk up to the table where Carell and his new best girlfriend are sitting.
Yeah.
And I want to, like, without saying anything, just like fill up their glasses
Okay.
and then pour the liquid over the device if I can see it, like if it's open on the table.
She's got it in her hand, very concealed. So she was barely showing it, just enough to use it, so you couldn't really. But you do get a chance to see it was definitely some sort of bug scanner.
Okay. In that case, before the waitress tells the Metro D, I think I'll just like go to the kitchen or something, and make my way out of there.
Okay.
But yeah, then once again, I let the others know that it's a bug scanner.
Okay. Are you gonna? You They basically finish their lunch quite soon after. I seem to have lost my appetite, he says, and they basically get up and leave. And they head back to his room, and then they basically you kind of following, and they separate. So the woman goes off in a different direction, and the guy goes up to the top deck with the bodyguard.
Can I follow her?
Follow her.
Okay. Yes, follow her.
Okay, who's following her?
I want to,
Okay,
but whoever is close.
You're in the area because Magnet's over at the he's still in the rooms. So make a stealth roll. Stealth not being your perfect forte, but you can make a stealth roll.
Not really good at stealthing my way through stuff.
You've been good so far.
Yeah, that was a pretty good stealth roll.
The one good roll I had so far. Come on. Do it! Yeah. Not really. Just one. Damn it.
Okay, you basically turn a corner, and she's not there anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
She's slipped. Yeah. And you think she might have basically pegged that she was being followed.
Yeah, I'm going to linger a bit and just like watch people and see if I can recognize her. If she is like, I don't know, if she has bright red hair.
You try and pick her up. She was dressed in quite conservative clothes and high class, but not stand out.
Yeah, I'm just going to see if I recognize her. Like, I don't know, at the end of the other gangway or whatever.
You spend a while trying to reacquire it, but you don't manage.
Okay.
Back in the rooms, Magnet, what are you doing?
My question was going to be, or is going to be, has the laundry service lady left?
Yeah.
Okay.
She chatters away and then leaves eventually.
Right. What I want to do is I want to quietly knock on the other bodyguard's door.
The door opens.
Oh, okay, cool. That makes it.
Yeah, you can do the room now if you'd like. I'm just going to go get something to eat.
He says, "Excuse me, sir. Before you leave, just want to let you know that Tony sends his regards."
He looks at you in a kind of odd way. Tony,
says,
out of.
I believe he's from 88th Street.
Right.
In Tacoma?
Yeah, in Tacoma. He says he wanted me to.
Do you want to step in? We can have a chat about this.
I'd be happy to.
He gestures into his room.
Great. Okay, so the main thing I was checking is make sure he was still alive. Now, I go into. All right, we've got a team here. We're ready for extraction as soon as.
Yeah, everything's planned, but we got a bit thrown. We weren't told by Su Lin, but something's happened to her.
Right, she's dead.
Yeah, we knew that.
Okay, and then there's another lady who's been courting our friend, saying something about getting back to the land. Do you know anything about this woman?
Oh, she's harmless.
You're sure about that?
Yeah.
So, does your partner, or is it just one of you?
Look, I'm all for leaving. You know, he's been good to me. We've done good service together, and I'm willing to take the move as well.
The
And
partner
and Jenny Ellis, who's the woman, she's just you know, bit of an infatuation. Yeah, our man likes a little bit of a infatuation. You know what I mean?
got, and he kind of, you see this wink come across, a knowing smile and wink that Magnet comes out with, and he says, "Yeah, I'm getting you. What about your partner there, Yamato?
He doesn't talk much to me or anyone else, but I think he's
Okay.
Red Samurai.
Well, that's not good at all. All
Wow.
right.
This is why we
So
mentioned it to Su Lin that they'd basically, I don't know whether they cottoned onto us, but they'd sent him. Carell
okay.
wanted to ask, but I stopped him and said, well, you know, if you ask about why they've assigned you a new bodyguard, that does make you look more suspicious. But we're ready to go. I mean, Su Lin said she had the plan. She had the drug, and that we were going to basically do it. And she didn't mention another team.
That's
But
fine.
she did say something about, you know, looking at ways in which you could neutralise the other guards. So I guess you were here to do that.
That's kind of what this wanted to get a little information.
Yeah. How many people are you here with?
There's a number above 5.
Well, if you let me know who's on your team, then I can keep an eye out for them, and I won't, you know, accidentally shoot one of them or something. And when the moment
Gotcha.
comes to it.
So what I'll do is I'll kind of flash AR pictures of each of the team members dressed in work uniforms,
Great.
and I'll say, "What time do you relieve your partner?"
I'm going to relieve them at about 6. So when they go down for dinner, actually no, after the dinner. So basically when we go up to the casino, and our man likes to, you know, roll dice till late.
Okay.
And then I'll be on the kind of night shift on the outside of his door.
Okay. Then that's, and then your shift. The shift changes. It's at 6 and 6. Then, right?
Yeah.
So we have a bit of a 2-hour window. All right. And I'm just kind of thinking out loud in my head and stuff like that. And I say, "All right, we'll be in touch. Go about your day as you normally would."
You got a com code I could use to contact you?
Actually, give him my com code as I'm walking out the door. Thank you. And the voice changes back to the persona that I've been. Thank you, sir. We'll be back later to clean your room to make it a bit more presentable for yourself once you go to. And I kind of walk off with my cart.
Sure.
And then as I'm leaving, everybody get that because I did broadcast it to everyone.
Yes, everyone, you meet up and relay everything. You've got basically the information about what's happened.
So, did he mention that the name? I think I heard the name Jenny Ellis. Is that the name of the woman he was with?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a bit of a ship. She's ship trim, as it were, is what we like to call. She's just a hottie hooked up with for the duration of the trip.
Box scanner? I don't think so.
Yeah.
And she gave Rabbit the slip very professionally.
Precisely.
She had the.
Are you sure we can trust this guy? I mean, does he seem straight with us, or is he maybe hiding something?
He seemed that way. Can I go ahead and make a judge intentions roll as I'm walking away?
Yep.
All right.
And you get it's not a social test, is it? No. So is it a social test? No.
No, it's a straight up test.
You can add 1 for your glasses. Because it's a perception test as well.
So Wait, do you want me to do a perception or? Just
Oh no, that's it. That's it. But did you add one extra dice on?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I did roll an extra die.
Well, he seemed anxious, but who wouldn't be? He
Yeah,
did give you the demeanor of being a kind of combat veteran. The guy is built pretty tough.
Right.
But he was kind of a bit kind of shifty.
Nothing really struck me out of the ordinary, but let's just keep the thought of a double cross on the safe side. Let's make up a plan B in case something.
Double cross.
The fact that there might be another running team opposing us would be a good idea.
Yeah, let's run with that thought and make sure we're taking that into consideration as we're finishing up tonight.
Is someone going to go do the data spike, or are you going to leave that till later?
I'll go do it.
Okay. Do you
Have another idea, yeah.
Are you going to need somebody to? Do you need me to distract the guard while you get through? Or are you just going to try to do it on your own? Because it don't matter to me.
I will try. If there's someone who wants to come along with me, feel free. But I'll try to stab it in there.
There's basically a guard at the door to the area where the servers and that are.
Knock.
Yes.
Could you use your femininely wiles on the security guard?
With your skull face.
Sure, if he's into that kind of thing.
Hey, these days everybody's into anything. Big old, you could hear the big old smile coming over the circle. But I think you ought to go with him just to make sure.
I think you should. That's going to be fun.
Yeah. Amen.